Hello, I'm going to show you how to mirror some part of the image in Photoshop. So for example, I don't know what you'd want to do that, but just as a quick example, if I wanted to have this window also appearing symmetrically on this side, this is how I would do it. I wouldn't use the clone tool. I find the clone tool quite tricky to use. Just not flexible enough for me. Maybe I'm not using it right, I don't know, but I like to work with layers when I do this kind of work. So I could just copy a chunk over here, but sometimes when I copy just an element of the image, I find that maybe I haven't copied quite enough and then I have to start again. So I'm just gonna use the whole image. So I'm gonna click Command A or Control A, depending on what kind of computer you're on. So I'm on a Mac. I'm gonna do Command A to select all, so you can see it's selected the whole picture. Command C to copy, and then Command V to paste. I can also, I suppose I could have just right-clicked here and go duplicate layer. So here I've now got two layers, one on top of the other, and they are exactly the same layer. What I'm going to do now, on layer 1, I'm going to go Edit, Transform, and Flip Horizontal. And this is going to just flip my image that way. I am then going to put a layer mask on my layer here. And when you see the layer mask is all white, it means it's showing you everything that's on the layer. What I can do now is turn it into black. So if I do Command I or Control I for invert, it's now gone completely black and it's not actually showing me that top layer. It's only showing me now I'm back to what I could see in the background. So what I'm going to do now is, using my brush and painting it white, I'm going to reveal part of that top layer. I'll make sure that it's the mask that is selected, so I'm painting on the mask, and when I paint white on the mask, it's showing me what's in the top layer. So it's just as easy as this. Now I've got this layer, which is a mirror of the top layer, or the same image, you know, in reverse. Flipped horizontally, and I'm revealing this. If I wanted, now just be careful when you mirror things, especially so for architecture it's not too bad because you would expect perfect symmetry in architecture sometimes, but in nature it can look a bit strange. Your eye is really good at detecting things that have been flipped and mirrored, so I would be careful not to mirror too much. So for example here I'm thinking, if I start, you see how if I'm mirroring now this, how it's starting to become obvious. You can start recognizing these shapes going up on each side. It's starting to become more noticeable maybe that I've mirrored things. So I only want to mirror the bare minimum, so I'm just painting back in black to undo that. I want to mirror the bare minimum. If I was working with things in nature also, maybe I might do something to make this one look different somehow. So I could, for example, here I'm going to press Control T to transform, and I can shrink it, for example. I can make it, this one, smaller, or I can rotate it a little bit. I can find ways to break the symmetry. That's if I don't want the symmetry, you know. In this instance probably you would want it to look symmetrical. Right, I hope it was helpful. Thank you.